Guntucky Ike said, you gonna still tell us about options? Okay, let's do that now. Because I forgot to do that yesterday. Options. How do you buy options? Number one rule with options is if you don't know how to buy options, don't buy options.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Rule number two, if you don't know how to do options, don't do options.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Rule number three, if you don't know how to do options, don't do options. Rule number four, if you do options, you will lose money.
Hotep, you're a genius. Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Rule number five, if you do options, you will lose money. Rule number six, if you do options, you will lose money. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Okay. Sounds about right? Okay, good. Now that we've got that out the way. Now that we've laid the groundwork, how to buy options. There is something called a strike price, and that is the price at which you hope the stock will go to so you can make money. Okay. The velocity at which it heads towards that point is what's going to bank you the big bucks. Okay. You could lose all of your money. You can throw, let's say you throw $100 in the game. You could lose all of it. Yeah. You could lose all of it instantly. Yeah. It'll just be gone. Poof, gone. Just burnt it. You might as well just burnt it. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're ready to lose, I would say you should be ready to lose about $5,000.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
What if I told you it cost $5,000 in order for you to start making some real money?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Would you still do it? Because if you're not willing to do that, then don't do it. Natty said in one candle, it'll be gone. Poof, goodbye. Nice try. See you again. See you later. Yeah, no. Yeah. Renee said I'm already priced in. So you can buy different strike prices, right? So you can buy, let's say, the stock is at $100, right? And you buy, I don't know, $10, $20 higher than that. It's going to be cheaper. Those are going to be your cheaper contracts. Okay. And you can make money off those cheaper contracts. You absolutely can. You're not going to make as much as the other ones, but if it does go, you make crazy money if it does go. But they're cheaper contracts. The ones that have less risk cost more. So more risk costs less, but more likely to lose your money. You know what I'm saying? You got calls and puts. Call go, number go up. Put down. The number go down. Okay, that's going to be red. And the calls are going to be green. Puts are going to be red. And you're going to just take a guess and say, hey, this stock is going to go down. This stock is going to go up. And if you can do that, you can make money. Contracts give you more leverage. I can't wait to finally do it. There you go. Camo Sam, I said I probably lost 5K. Yeah. Is it like futures? Well, you can just do options on futures. It's not the same though. Futures, you're buying like on a settled price in the future. Sometimes you get scared and you buy out of the contract and lose money. Yeah. Experiment with a few contracts, turned $30 and $300 with SoFi. Axel, do you work at SoFi? I think Axel is he's got some investments over there at SoFi. If you have any questions, let me know. But that's the crash course on options trading. Did I cover everything, chat? I pretty much covered everything. I mean, it's way more than that, but that's overall what it is. Losing your connection. Fat Boys is back.
Did this fella just get ass from neck from the ghost of an 18th century snow bunny? Yes. The big boys are going ghost hunting. New FN Tech equipment, EMF detectors, Henny meters, and the infragerth thermometer measures cold spots and waistlines. If there's spirits in here, we finna make contact. We pulled up to a Victorian estate once owned by a duchess. Rumor has it she had a thing for big boys. Niggas was nervous and flattered at the same time. Nigga, is that you moaning? Temperature dropping. You feel that cold air on your neck? Ain't the AC, bro. That's paranormal foreplay. Doors creaking? Then we saw it. Snow bunny apparition floating in corset and bonnet.
I've been dead 300 years, and you got me feeling alive again, Big Daddy.
She floated over to Biscuit Mike. He started to scream, then whimpered. Mike started levitating, eyes rolled back, chain swinging. History book says she died in 1792. But them lips, still operational. He getting serviced by the spirit realm. Turns out she wasn't angry. She was just lonely and apparently curious. That's when her friend showed up. Nigga, let's get the fuck out of here. Door slam, moans echo. One voice whispering through the static.
Come back, big fella.
The FN Tech Paranormal Division. We don't just chase spirits. We leave them satisfied. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
Ghost busting to a whole new level. Shout out Protocol. Ghost busting.
Bruh.
Getting dome from a ghost. A ghost bunny. Ghost bunny dome. That's crazy. That's out of control. Tari, come on, son. Come on, Tari. Clean it up in the chat, please. Clean it up in the chat, please. Paranormal throativity is insane. This what is wrong with y'all? Chat is out of control. Chat is absolutely out of control. NVIDIA is doing some interesting things. NVIDIA, who's been on an absolute tear and is basically the index for the entire world stock market, is getting more AI infrastructure in Australia through a new agreement. The corporation is cooperating with Melbourne-based Firmus Technologies on a $2.9 billion plan to develop data centers powered by renewable energy all throughout the country. Does nuclear qualify as renewable energy? Project Stargate is the Southgate. I'm sorry. Project Southgate is the name of the effort, which comprises sites that are already being built in Melbourne and Tasmania. Firmus said that the first facilities will require roughly 150 megawatts of power and run on NVIDIA's newest GB300 chips. They should be up and running by April. You know what I'm saying? Shout out NVIDIA. Shout out NVIDIA. So real estate, you need some space. You could probably, actually, you don't even need that much with space. You could probably build vertical these different situations. I don't see why not. It's been tumultuous. Oh man, tumultuous day in the markets. Markets got absolutely bloodied. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But it's looking spooky out here. Super spooky. PayPal fat fingered. Check this out. Crypto industry observers were baffled Wednesday afternoon when an on-chain transaction showed that Paxos, the issuer behind the PayPal branded PayPal stablecoin, minted $300 trillion worth of tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. I'm going to read that one more time. They created $300 trillion worth of money tokens. Lauren, what up? A little over 20 minutes later, all 300 trillion tokens were burned, quote unquote, or effectively destroyed by sending them to an inaccessible network address.
Bruh.
Chat. There's no excuse for this. There is absolutely no excuse for this. Whoever fat fingered, I want them fired.
Hotep, you're a genius.
You've got to go.
HotepJesus.com.
You off that muff kazut. You only the muff kazut can make you make a blunder like that. This is money we're talking about here. Like, you've got to be meticulous. You've got to review your work. You've got to have the people in charge have to have a line of people that have to sign off on something before you press the button. Like, there should be levels of review, and you don't have levels of review before you accidentally printed $300 trillion. Like, it didn't go through. This is crazy.
Bruh.
Hey, go Rob. Rob been drinking that Koofy juice. Don't start your shit, Rob. I'm not reading that. For context, 300 trillion is more than 2.5 times larger than the entire world's gross domestic product, which is approximately $117 trillion, according to the IMF. There is also only 2.4 trillion in physical US dollars in circulation, according to Trading Economics. It costs just $2.66 in transaction fees to print this gargantuan amount of money. So to do that mistake cost them $2.66.
Bruh.
Is it feeling like Halloween yet? So what happened? It was indeed, according to Yahoo Finance, a fat finger mistake, as several industry observers were quick to speculate on social media. At 3:12 p.m. Eastern Time, Paxos mistakenly minted excess of PayPal USD as part of an internal transfer. An internal transfer. Paxos immediately identified the error and burned the excess PayPal USD. The official account for Paxos posted on X hours after the incident. This was an internal technical error. There is no security breach. Customer funds are safe. We have addressed the root cause. The two previous PayPal USD transactions made by Paxos just hours prior to the error, according to Block Explorer Etherscan, were both for $300 million, decreasing the supply in one instance and transferring tokens in the other. It's what led most onlookers to think the mint was more than likely a mistake rather than a malicious attack, which Paxos has now confirmed. Paxos, we gotta go in and audit their business. We gotta go in. We gotta send the troops in. Huh? Who's working there? Alchemist?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Seems like the root cause. Let's see what happens if we do this. Yeah, it could get spooky. It could get spooky, but we're not gonna go there. Fed rate cuts is looming. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh, shit. So it was Waller. Who was it? Waller? Is this it? Yeah, here it is. So Stephen Moran and Christopher Waller provided conflicting views on how quickly the central bank should lower interest rates in the face of a weakening labor market and heightened geopolitical tensions. Moran said Thursday he plans to repeat his push for a 0.5 percentage point interest rate cut. Okay. When the Fed meets later this month. In a speech delivered in New York, Waller advocated a 0.25 percentage point reduction at the October meeting, a position that appears more in line with the Fed consensus. Taken together and combined with recent statements from other monetary policy makers, the rate setting FOMC looks to be on a clear path to more reductions, the extent to which remains unclear. It's going to be a quarter probably. Based on all of the data we have on the labor market, I believe that the FOMC should reduce the policy rate another 25 basis points at our meeting that concludes October 29th. Bookmark it. Waller told the Council on Foreign Relations, CFR. But beyond that point, I will be looking for how solid the GDP data reconcile with the softening labor market. So he says he's waiting on new information to finalize. Waller says a quarter. Moran says a half. Basically, the Fed is going to cut interest rates probably by the 29th. What day of the week is that? It's a Wednesday. Is Markel here? Markel, historically, what happens, yo? Historically, what happens? Do you know? We got to time that event. Anyway, shout out to Glenn for the clips.
This product does not boost your testosterone. Boosting your testosterone is unhealthy. What this product does is it balances your hormone levels and frees up a natural testosterone production. That way you can get back to what you really want to do, which is hit the gyms.